Alright, new episode, and now for a new India, in which now India has the newest Samrat Chakravartin after the old one, well, grandfather, Samrat Chakravartin, Periyapillai, the Alliance, the man who founded India and was able to put it together. But now I'm the second ever Samrat Chakravartin, which now we have all the bloodlines, including the ones that my father found, grandfather, in habit, founded. So now I get to inherit all that. So, prestige and piety-wise, Periyapillai will be remembered as the greatest ruler in this dynasty's history. It would be safe to say that India is blessed to have its greatest son to put together India once more. It has not been seen since the days of the Mauryan Empire. And now, we're not just going to be content with where we are and where we live. We are a superpower. And to do that, we must prove to ourselves, which is something for future generations to aspire, is to launch invasions to prove if you are as capable as your predecessors. And as you can see, yes, I'm secretly Jan, member of the Harmless, which is just a lowly faithful. And with that high amount of diplomacy, and I thought, and typically every time I see such things, it's like, yeah, you don't know how many members are there, how they infiltrated on the inside. There's only 53 faithfuls, 29 adherents, 10 preachers, and 1 herald. In which I kind of thought of something, and that's, I've always, how these pastors wanted to get rid of secret societies. So I thought, hey, maybe my role should be try to, I'm not saying dismantle it from the inside, it's just see if I can, get up to there, openly adopt a faith, and therefore this whole society would finally be rid of. So I'd have to look more towards diplomacy because that's the only way to get more devotion. Oh, and let me drink my fountain of youth, as I'm now 34 years old again. Giving you precision, give me the one with diplomacy, and that'll be Vishnu. Good grand economy. Right, hopefully a diplomacy-related book. And go out on a tiger hunt. I'm doing a lot of things on my first few days as Samrat Chakravartin. So I'm not leaving this society. Keep working. Just try to work your way up into the ranks of this giant secret society. As how long has he been a member of? Let me see myself. There I am. Since February 2 years ago. You've got a lot of work to do. But our first focus will be war because of a future invasion. And because of this, get to the retinues into position. I'm about to have my first taste of battle, as these two will be going with me. At least the sons and daughters now hold that bloodline. Not I, but them. Which means more combat skill, especially. So as I said, about to have my first taste about it. We're looking for a course decision. All the holy commanders have gone. Ah, great. Keep it up with Takasi. And introduce there to the realm. As I said, I'll see to if I rank up in the ranks. Now first, let's deal with the raiders. As we go out on the tiger hunt. Pre-war ritual. Silk Road Merchant. Manichaean. Hi. Hey, you like Manichaeans? About to say we found one for you, but well, you don't want him. Hand me my spear and stand back. I'll kill him myself. I failed to kill the tiger. That's not a good sign. But here's a lunatic and a great fox fella, which you won't take him because he's ill. Here, just move the retinues to position and then launch the invasion. And due to the size of their army, we don't need to bring all of India's armies down there. Over there. Bring some with you, including the retinues. This man is much better. Hey, Manichaean. No, can't take it? Oh. Over in Goa. You'll take care of it. Just waiting for you to give me a mission. I'm not joining any other society, but I will remain secretly joined because I have a purpose with this one. This path will be much different. In position. Okay. I know what armies that we should raise. Just for further support. I'll move the army's rally point to Baka. And a holy order if need be. When it's absolutely necessary. Matter of fact, isn't Followers Arjuna headquarters in Sonda? Yes. And I don't know if headquarters is a proper term, but still. You know what I mean. Yeah. I was wondering why that's called an event instead of a Syria over there. I've said before, it's like by we I mean myself. just wait until they give me a mission, even if I have to induct a few people into this secret giant society in which our ancestors tried very hard to get rid of them, but they seem cannot. But I just want to work it in the inside. I'm not trying to destroy it from the inside. I'm trying to figure out how we can, disband it. Yeah, disband is different from destroy. What's up with these independent entities leaving the Chinese? Anyways, time has come. Our threat level is 0 all the way. Which, whenever you are a neighbor with a country, you can invade any region, even if it's up there. But only that's connected to the borders of India, and the only province is that. There's a reason why I said Khorasan first instead of Sistan, because that part was independent. Sistan would have been our first, but instead Khorasan is the one that's gonna fall first, which would cut off the borders with the other realms. Not to mention it would help out our Buddhist friends. Remember, once in a lifetime you can launch an invasion. Which I will lose 500 prestige for this when you launch invasions of such things. Ooh, that's a strong one. But they're currently at war with somebody else. But they got mercenaries on their back pocket. To Khorasan. Mild winter up in Kabul, so it's enough for all of us. But it's going to be heading up there. It will be a struggle. Do not raise all the levies, including ones from South, just only the ones locally. Only Western India. I guess you too. Just only the western half of India's armies will be going. The retinues will step foot first. I will lead the center. Oh, you fellas over there. And I don't suppose we have any siege leaders. Any able-bodied man or woman that has it? Oh, strong siege leader. Here's one. She's a Hindu without a caste, so I don't know if they'll accept her. I don't know if they'll allow an untouchable to serve in the Indian army. No, I do not see her. You have to be Kshatriya. So sorry. Are there any others out there? That one's Taoist. That we can bring. And we can't even... No, wait. Oh, Buddhist. That doesn't matter. So remember, have to be a Hindu Kshatriya to be a commander. If you are not of that faith, or sometimes of a different caste, but of a different faith, then you're in. That's how it works. Them's the rules, as I would say. Me being Lord Master saying. Okay, we got an organizer. And we got our siege leader here. Once you assemble there, you will go to that front. The war focus is just going to be a temporary thing. It's just for the invasion. Knowing that we will be scoring a huge chunk of land, I'm sure that threat level is going to skyrocket once this is all said and done. Uncouth, deceitful. Since you are a man of intrigue, I'll give you ambitious. Okay. Move in. There's barely enough room for all of you. And I do not know my wife's leading us. Is that army? Husband and wife, though separate we are. Two more holdings and then we'll move to up there. We have not seen the Seljuk army. Oh dear. Then again, they got too many wars going on. Indian invasion, Revolt War, Yarsan Revolt. Some days I think I'm going insane. It's probably all in my head, but sometimes I notice people staring at me. When my courtiers whisper, it is impossible to shake the suspicion that might be about me. Being one of the harmless, always felt worth the risk, but not so sure anymore. How long before I can crack under the pressure? Now I'm stressed. Peace be upon you, faithful Irâcâkara. As secret practitioners of our religion, we are under constant scrutiny. We ask you to spend some time trying to blend into the religious community of your realm in order to extract the harmful forces, discover our true beliefs. Sabotaste pantanas antu. Blend in. Blend in. I'm gonna be honest, I've never done that before because, the last time I've done a playthrough that involved secret religious societies was just, way back in my very first playthrough of Serbia. When we were secretly Orthodox and, while our liege was ran by Slavic pagans. Now here, being secretly Jain and openly Hindu. So I can make an effort to blend into the religious side of the realm in order to keep the society safely hidden. Was this added into this part, or is this from a Christian immersion mod with secret societies and whatnot? I don't know. So I get eager believer. Starting today, I shall dedicate myself to convincing the court of my deep devoutness in the name of the Eastern faith and Brahma. My allies in the harmless will understand. This is a necessary step in my effort to convince my people to see that the path the Tirthanakaras had actually laid out before them, they will thank me later. I'll make them see. Of course, this would definitely be concurrent with this conflict. Which it looks like it's going to be a piece of cake, as Western expressions goes. Oh no. But don't worry. We are many. we will have more members, which is gaining by the days. We will gain more than we lose. And as Samrat Chakravartin, I can get away from it, as long as I don't overdo it. The way of carrying my beliefs in secret is becoming increasingly difficult. I'm not fond of lying, and so when Olavanai bids me farewell after an audience, she blesses me in the name of Brahma. I shift uncomfortably in my seat. The show must go on. And plus, you know, she's not only Samrat Chakravartin, but also she's a member of the Advaita Matha, so she's definitely a devout Hindu, Vaishnavist Hindu. But the show must go on. The next time Samrajini Chakravartin Olavanai bids me farewell with the blessing of her Brahma, I replied that Brahma has already blessed me. With the companionship we share, he gives an arch smile. Always so eloquently, my lord. Only among my friends I respond, giving a mock bow. White lies are good lies, so I significantly increased the progress of my mission. So I'll lose honesty, but they say I'm a devout believer. Oh, and also I have a cat. I have a pet cat. And there's a secret Buddhist society out there. No, I already made up my mind. There are more Jain members than there are Buddhist members, I think. Despite the fact there are people in the realm that are openly Jain and Buddhist, so what do they have to hide? A group of courtiers spotted me praying today. As they came within earshot and made sure to mutter the name of Brahma repeatedly, they ended up joining me in my prayer. That was unexpected. Increased the progress. Okay, events. Sarah's tempered. Go there. This is an easy invasion. Well, that's the Seljuk army. Too late to go after them now. Well, they hired some mercenaries. It's mild winter up there, so it's enough for all of us. And as I saw that amount of money that I have, I just think it's about that time. Whatever that's spent big, okay? I thought about considerably the possibility of building another wonder in the future. Now that we're done with the garden and we're only focused on the university now. In an effort to convince the court of my commitment to Brahma, I've gone to the temple, leaving an offering at the altar of the gods. A pujari eyes me warily as I walk up the steps and enter the building. May the Tirthanakaras forgive me, but I need to make a good impression here. I shall speak of their Brahma. Maybe this in part of very high diplomacy could help me. I strew the flowers around the feet of the statue while the worshippers murmur in my presence. The pujari nods at me. I bow before the ornamental sculpture. When I finally turn to address the gathering crowd, I imagine that it is the Tirthanakaras I am praising. Unsurprisingly, my words have never seemed more true. The Tirthanakaras guides me, even now. Deposit off, please. Regimental grounds to increase levy size. Excellent. What are they? They're actually winning. How long have you been in prison? Oh, I need to release you. If you're willing to pay. As if I already need all that money. Yeah, sorry about that. That was from my grandfather. Highly suspicious adulterer. Yeah, you are the leader. We're proud to hear your valiant efforts to remain an undetected member of the harmless. We are honored to count you as one of our own. Well, got the devotion. Now I will rank up to adherent, which will give me the ability to induct somebody to the Julian faith. Like my eldest son, in which he has issues with me. Called me a hypocrite one, but hey, it's for the best. Oh, by the way, when is your birthday? Oh, this coming October. Go kill them. They're trying to take back a holding. I'm letting my wife fight that battle. And he will get there fast. Thank you very much, Maharaja. Even though he's a seducer, whereas he should be more diplomatic. But they have the advantage of the mountains, do they? Oh hell. You got him. Secret Buddhist, that we can deal with. My studies and training have taught me the general tactics of flanks, etc., but I can hardly master everything. So, be a direct leader. I really want to go out and find the Seljuk army. Just, you know, beat them in a battle once. Where are they? I believe the main army is over there. Oh, you want to surrender already? I was spoiling for a fight, honestly, but I guess we'll take it. Yes, we'll take all the territory it takes, or vassalizes all. Well, I came up with a new rule when it comes to taking over newer territory and running an empire management sort of thing. So we will accept those terms, as now it's a part of India. Yes, we're going beyond from our comfort zone. Yes, some of these areas have been vassalized. And the threat level gone up to 50. Okay, that's reasonable. So yes, they've been cut off. You Buddhists are now safe. If only we could have you under our protection, that would be grand. That's only if I was Buddhist myself. But no, I've chosen my path. I'm doing it. I don't know if that's a good idea, having these vassals around. I mean, they're zealous for some. Some want their mandates back. But I was thinking, but what's the de jure capital of Khorasan? Oh, it's here, in Nishapur. Okay. Got an idea. We'll create the kingdom of Khorasan. Son, if you want to be emperor, must have a duke title. No. Duchy of Khorasan. Aha. Okay. I was thinking to myself, can't we not use, do we have kingdom viceroys, or is that just duchy viceroys? Enables kingdom and duchy. Okay. So, just wait a few months. Oh boy, wrong holding type. Okay, here's how we can read this of what I hold him. Here's India here, which means my direct control. Well, we can just create Kabulistan. And create a kingdom of Kabulistan and give it to my son as a viceroy. We're both feudal. I guess safe to say is, oh, just wait till he becomes an adult. You'll understand. But until then, I guess Nishapur will be held by a Brahmin. Yeah, it's all yours. Have at it. You don't want to create a theocracy kingdom. That's insane talk. And what else? Redstone are just a bunch of cities and menus. Very well. Okay, there. I was about to say, hey, does it even matter? I mean, like, typically, like, we do this new rule, like how the Mauryan Empire, that's what I'm trying to structure it as. like how the Mauryan Empire, like they have a tendency to have their sons be viceroys of a certain area, so that way they can get used to being a ruler, for them to take their practice until they become the Samrat Chakravartin. Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing for my son. So I would say just wait a few months. Just wait 2 months, and then we'll grant him a viceroyalty of Kabulistan, and I'll figure out what to do with Khorasan. I'm not going to give it to, you know, um, the ones that is considered of an infidel faith, because that could cause problems. The time has come. Harold Hare Krishna believes the secret of the community fable has grown strong enough to no longer need to hide in the shadows. It is time to profess the entire realm that I am the true follower of the Tirthanakaras, standing proud with my Jain brothers and sisters. So he says, it's time. And now I become Jain. Well, that means I could choose an heir if I wanted it to. We've already won an invasion, and there's no reason to declare war anymore. So, stability it is. Which means, hey, more domain size. So I'm a giant now. And I can convert back if I wanted it to. So I'm no longer a member of any society, but there's plenty of people in Irâcâcekara. And that giant holy order? Not very much. It's nice to know who's who around. But anyways, let me see here. Sure. Wait 1 more month. Oh, by the way, is my son... Yep, Jayan. I'm sure some of you remain Hindu. Okay. Fine by me. Wait for it. Yeah, a good-looking, gluttonous man. There'll be peace in our time. No thank you, no back to plots. What's that you got there? Look, I was going to give you landed, but since you got a good learning skill, I'll send you to the academy instead. Be good over there. Okay, I'll give the land to somebody else then. Maybe one of my younger. I got it. Forget about the viceroyalties. You can be the Raja of Kabulistan, in which you will be the Maharaja of Kabulistan. And as for the other one, in Khorasan proper, despite the fact that you're in a world full of Muslims, give it to the youngest Vikramaditya. Sounds like a stupid idea, but I'm trying to do something that is considered stupid. So here you go. I'm just giving it to my sons here. So that way, in time, it's like, okay, which one of you sons, either from Khorasan or Kabulistan, has done so much of a good work, and I name one of you heir. There you go. That's a deal. That's a wager. Cursed zealots! So that means you've become independent, right? I inherit all of the castles. They've gone. I got all these damas now that they left me with. I don't need to hold them all. Okay, okay. You get to hold that. The 3. And a cot. Who's the owner? This one goes to you too. Maricot, who's the owner? Ooh boy. Apparently I cannot give it to you, so it has to be Kshatriya. You don't desire it, do you? Oh, he wants it. Come on. I can't give it to you if you're of a theocracy and a Brahmin. As a Brahmin shouldn't be holding castles, which you actually do. And you're saying you cannot hold more than one. Unless I have to assign you a vassal and then give it to you. There you go. That's a deal. It's a deal. We shake hands in agreement. And plus, be careful. He's a giant. Yeah, that's mine. That's mine. Oh, forgot about that area down south. And I am in no mood of governing that area as well. Hey, you get to hold these two. Not direct part of Kabulistan, but here you go. These 2 are yours. Boy, oh boy, look what you've done. When I say look what you've done, it's that you have, it's like, yes, we conquered Khorasan, and a part of Sistan as well, that we effectively partitioned that piece of territory. We split it in half of the conquered territory to be handed down to my sons, in which I say, if any of you do a good job of your governing on your young adult lives, then I'll see to if one of you becomes the heir. Him is a different case. Unless I were to win another war, and I would grant him that kingdom. Because we can't really launch another invasion right now. Too risky. Because they got the defensive packs locked up on me. So there is no more secret giant society now. And I can convert back to Hinduism if I wanted to, but no, let's use Jainism. It's for stability reasons. Trying to be smart here. So for now, the heir is him. Well, I'm a hedonist, so yeah, I'll make a move. It's got to be the Samrat Chakravartin. Well, now that we got all this money, we should go look for a resource. We lost one during the previous reign. Hopefully you can help me get rid of stress. Yeah, all these Jay and their Granthas are taking over. Oh yeah, I've come to the realization, as a Jain, that means this bloodline is inactive. And so is this Hindu temple. Yeah, they're inactive right now, but it's for fun. A Buddhist decided to settle up there. Haha. Listen, I know you got a lot of vassals, but I'm sure you'll probably convert to them, or... Well, then again, you're too young to make a difference. Well, actually there is one way, but remember, too risky. Where you could push somebody's claim for the Seljuk Empire, but... Oh, where we could just inherit it all that easily. I guess that's probably another useful thing about invasion. Stress didn't go away. Again, he's the heir for now because he's attractive and hopefully he'll get something good out of his education. Took your time. I am pretty great after all. I think I should be proud of myself. Yeah, I'm no longer humble, despite what grandfather taught me. To the ruler of Socotra, who's suffering from scurvy because of his expeditions to Egypt. Trying to create choke points. Hey, attractive. Again, attractive lover. Screw it. Part of my dynasty now. Now the Yarsan heresy has appeared. Oh yeah, Yarsan is prominent up there, so... Actually, it appeared in Kunduz. I was about to say, in fact, keep the retinue there. And you gotta split the retinue. One goes Khorasan, the other Kabulistan. Because of, oh yeah, we can't burn people to stake because we're Jains now. Yeah, split the cavalry and the steel bow retinues. One to Khorasan, the other to Kabulistan. Because of, you know, this has a majority there. So, any religious uprising that pops up, we'll put him down. It's our main priority now. Until the threat level goes down, then for another ruler of the future generation, we can launch another invasion. Aren't I already stressed? Yeah. So get future invasions. After Khorasan, Persia's next. And probably go through Assyria, Armenia, until... Basically, I think for the future of this playthrough, well, like, let's just do Alexander the Great's conquest, but in reverse. You start from India, work your way through Persia, and get all the way to there, where they came from. All the way to Greece, where they once came. Guess that's our future goal. That's set for this series until its end. Yipe. Why not? You know, we hardly travel by boat anymore, based on current positioning of such things. Still haven't got that done yet? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, it's getting awfully close. 65% of the epidemic resistance. We should be fine. Stop worrying about stuff. Please help me get rid of stress. It ain't gonna come down here. Neither are these areas. As about hospital areas are in the works. Okay. Split them up. There we go. You'll be stationed in Kabul. And as for the other ones, let's go deal with these raiders. And should there be any religious uprisings nearby, we'll put them down. And that's going to be our new way of policing this new region that we just conquered. Plus, I may get some experience along the way until next year, where I will switch the focus from war to something else. One thing's for certain, I ain't joining that monastic society because of the way I live in that life. There's no way. Oh no, my siege guy. Still stressed. What you got there? Learning intrigue. Or recruit him, and then once he passes, we get both books. So recruit him then. Just have him live around here for a while. Okay, where do we station him at, based on revolt risk? Yasan. The heretic strongholds. Move them to there. These are the most troublesome regions. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Wait a minute, that isn't mine? Who the kind of woman are you? And I think that's the first time we recruited a woman to the ranks. Take that from you. Who wants it? Who wants Samrat? You've been revoking titles, have you? I'm sure your vassals probably... Oh, they converted. You made them convert to Hinduism. Well, do what you will with them. Give it to one of your vassals that might be quite pleased with you. It's no longer Jerusalem. He inherited that kingdom. It's the former Byzantine Empire. And Norway hasn't... He's the heir to the Latin Empire, is Norway. Great. Everything's going to hell in a handbasket in Europe. Now she pays tribute to them. Tenkasi is now a center of worship. Yeah, that mountainous region's becoming quite important. Although I would wish for opening more holdings. Because here, it's just Merchant Harbor. Should go for Madurai next. And now it's spread to over there. Yep, it's spreading like wildfire. Hey, you are trying to steal my stuff. That ain't nice of you. To the dungeons with you. Thank goodness that grandfather made a strong and sturdy artifact vault. That nobody ever will come in and steal it. Be it a book, or a weapon, or anything. Oh, by the way, since I'm a Jain, and I'm not really identified by what religious branch, I mean, I'll remain Jane for the time being. Go for Swetenbauer, James, just for vassal opinion. Again, trying to keep the Empire stable. Because there are some unruly people around here. I was about to say, you don't all make very much money, do you? Well, just in case, let me donate you some. 1,000 for each of you. Just for you to have, you know, for starters, for building in the areas. But again, my eldest currently is the heir. And if he somehow screws up on his education or did something stupid or some other thing, then I will have to designate an heir based on the accomplishments of you both. Either by trait or by prestige or what. Going initial for this. Let's get him. Think. What kind of lifestyle does a Charaka man would like to live in? He likes to live in a hedonistic lifestyle. I have a lover and a friend. Oh boy, never really gone that far with that sort of stuff, so I'm gonna do it. But the question I ask is there any women in the realm that are attractive? Let me reset here. Any women in this realm that is a... Hold on. Use spell. Okie dokie. Any women. Yasan. Remember, it says they're quite open to married non-believers, so you could say, well, the Arsan people aren't that bad after all. Plus, likes me at the fact of pacifist. I'll seduce you. Don't try to private conversation seduce, that may not work. Because I don't think I'm that good looking enough. Oh, by the way, where are you from? Merv. What's my intrigue skill? Oh, we can up that a bit. Start equipping intrigue books. So you can... Oh, hold on. Have to unequip some of these. No need for learning. I already have one in equip. Gonna put my focus to intrigue. If only I was into Arian. So there you have it. All to intrigue. I didn't know we have a health book. Okay, you know what? In that case, put that on. There you go, 14. My current occupation simply leaves me with no time to chase Golnaz or anyone else for a minute. Oh, get out of this position. Maybe it's the commander that's what led me to that. Sometimes having a lover could help you get rid of stress. Or a friend who likes to do the Krozik focus stuff with the private feasts. You got me a dwarf? I don't think she'll come to court because false religion. What if I take you as a concubine? Faith does not? Alright, it's at your behest. Right. Okay, fine. We'll do this alternate private conversation. If she's coming. I try to seduce her. Return my kiss and more, and afterwards we talk for hours, and I find myself fascinated by her jaded views on romance. As we part, my heart is singing of her name, and I cannot wait till I see her again. I must learn everything about her. There you go! Fall in love. Now, stop the seduction. What the? You been in a duel with somebody? But you are a aspiring nun. Apparently she had a fight with somebody. Wait a minute. No, she didn't kill anybody. I was a little worried there for a moment. Okay. Look, yeah, there's some. You already got her. Who else? I don't know why I get the impression that I'm only gonna go for single women. But you don't find many, so try to seduce her. Hey, wait a minute. I don't. It's like, look, in case if I die or whatever circumstance, if that man should live long enough, then I don't suppose you can get married to some people like him. Not considered off from infidels. But your religion says otherwise. Marry non-believers. Boy, that is some wacky heresy that is becoming popular in these parts. Priests can marry. Matrilineal marriages are not allowed. Reasonable. Yeah, that's because she's from another court. Maybe I'll seduce you well, get well soon. Oh, finally found her. She can be a little angry sometimes, so be careful. Just leave her a note to meet me by the stream. Don't do that part because she's chased, so just confess my love to her. And we got her. Ah. I'm an aspiring seducer these days. You're next. I'm just seducing whoever I see. To promote vile heresies. Oh boy, he's an imbecile but knows a lot about intrigue. Because he's got that intrigue focus, thanks to him. But you're talking about him, of course. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's the best. I was about to say, wait a minute, my spy master is an imbecile and I didn't know? But of course, he's talking about him. He's a nice guy, so just train him to stay out of the factions. Which he will. No longer stressed. I'll seduce you next. Be patient. Which I have that trait. Oh, I can't seduce her because... Because she's your daughter, you idiot! Pay attention! Man, I cannot believe I'm making this a bit more entertaining despite the fact that we've become more peaceful these days. And we've had a recent victory of an invasion. Waiting for that threat level to go down. And all the other little fun stuff. I'd say Jainism is popular around these parts these days, huh? Some more authority here. Yeah, you hold some holy sites. Yep, they converted to Hinduism. Persian Hindus. But they're casteless, so therefore untouchable. That's because they've recently been converted. Unless if they wanted to by choice, if they could somehow become Kshatriya. Alright, my son. My son is the doctor of philosophy. Okay, you know what? You're the winner. Forget about the Maharaja sons of mine. They're the winners of my book. And also you... Oh yeah, you were Jain during that whole society thing. But he's changed to Bengali culture. Because the guy who runs the academy is a Bengali. Or I could just be the kind of jackass that would just, hey, put a bounty on my son. Like, hey, look, kill him here. So I can pick some of my other sons to be here. No. That's unjust. That's nutty. You can't do that. That's... Only an insane person would do such a thing. Not me. Not I. Oh, and here's another reason why you cannot marry non-believers. I finally realized. Remember that caste talk? They are some. It's like, yeah, infidels don't, you know. That's because you don't marry somebody who's not of a Kshatriya caste, unless they're nomads, which is fair game. And my lover here is none of these. It's just, I saw the good look in her face and I thought, ooh, I must have her. Try somebody here locally instead. Like somewhere close to home. Oh, friend. Right. About to say, oh no, homosexuals. You can't seduce her. I did not see that. So just seduce the local women, the ones closer to home. Yeah, I let the two other sons to run the two places up to their own devices. Unless I have another child in the future and pick up a good trait like strong or something else, and then, and then I may, you know, gotcha, and name them as heir. Wheatfield, very well. No, don't name your legitimized bastard son as heir. They would not have that bloodline that she has. That's giving it to them. Didn't do that. You're going for diplomacy. Again, I didn't choose it. They chose it on their own because they're rulers now. Actually, what you should be seducing is... Are there any women out there with that bloodline? No, you can't bring her. That doesn't work like that. Plus, too far away from you to be seducing other people's wives. Ah, practices. And a vassal of here. Ah, I get it now. Unless I'm gonna be that kind of guy who would seduce cousins. Which, there ain't much of you. Hey, you're in jail, so I can get away with it. And yet they call me a debauch for this, you know, being a hedonist. Even though you're temperate, but it works. Not a lover. Look at this crazy man. Oh, I wouldn't seduce somebody who's slow. Again, just only the ones that live close by are easier to seduce rather than somebody who's from the other side of the empire. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to get the seducer trait. What? Not trait. Modifier. Just to up the sex appeal a bit more and then move on to something else. got you. Keep going. Yep. Hey, you're in prison, so therefore, I get to... I saw the weak trait, but I saw lustful too, so don't worry. Show comply. Drinking, it's seducing. This is the life, pal. You know, get down there and deal with them. Surprised it hasn't gone off. I'll give it one more chance. Oh, finally. Let's do the usual tricks. She's lost full show comply. Ding, ding, ding. Maybe I gotta stop having so many lovers. I know what you're doing with my mother. He recently became an adult. Says you foul jester. I understand the flesh is weak and will be willing to keep quiet about this for a small donation. Fine, you spoiled brat. I'll pay. I got a lot of money. I got all that FU money. So, here you go. Yeah, I'm saying that because, that's just me being Lord Master right there. Well, meanwhile, I gotta prove my bravery in battle again. And I'll take my wife with me. And the Karluk stays away. It would be funny if my wife gets killed in battle, so therefore she would never suspect that I've been doing what I've been doing lately. She doesn't like the fact of the legitimized bachelor, but she doesn't know anything else beyond that, which is good. Any other good-looking women out there? Oh, hey, a Chinese princess. But at what court? Oh, that's up in the Delhi area. That'll be a little bit of a struggle. Teutonic campaign. Hawkmeister Antony of the Teutonic Order has started planning a campaign against the pagans of the north. For too long, the pagans have been steadfast in their fight against the Christians, and the Hawkmeister has decided to convert them with the sword. The wild people of the north have started gathering in response, bellowing their battle hymns and demonic rituals, unstumbled in their frenzy. Sure, this will lead to a bloodbath on both sides, as neither will let the other be. With the final blessing of Pope Emeritus, the army of the Teutons leaves the south for good. What pagans? I think they're all Catholic and Orthodox now. Oh no, they're probably going to be up against the Buddhists. Let them come and be slaughtered. Strike one. You're winning duels again. Who's been dueling it? Wait a minute. I was about to say, is there a bounty in her head and yet she's defending herself? Okay, you know what? I'm going to give her that weapon that grandfather gave me. If you want to better defend yourself, here's this thing. Since you know how to fight with it, you could say, don't let the nun or sannyasini garb fool you. She knows how to defend herself. University's finished. Stage 2. Let's build a wing of strategy. Here, the classic works on history and ancient wars are taught and discussed, as well as old and new treatises on the art of warfare. That's 1. Strike 3, you're out of here. What kind of... Oh, different culture. Homosexual can't seduce her. Is that a good idea to seduce a woman who's already pregnant? I don't know. Is there such thing as standards in this empire? And yet they call me the Conqueror because we conquered Khorasan. And that's conquered with a capital K. Called a court physician. If you screw up the treatment, I'm going to kill you. And they say, but wait, it'll break your vow to non-violence. Look, am I really a true giant? Not. No need to be. I'm a hedonist, and that's who I am and will always be. Go on, get up there. They took down that old fort. Duchy of Kathmandu. Who owns it? It's yours. Hold on, I'll get out of this commander position. Keep forgetting to do that. As I described the plan for our movement across the mountains, my officers listened intently before running back to their units to pass on instructions. Morale has been good lately. Conflicts are non-existent within our regiment. We are becoming famous for our attention to detail. That's because I lack marshals. Okay. Good leadership requires trust. The Arsan Uprising. Got her. Finally. Maybe I didn't do the past ones because I did not pay attention to being a commander. Look, she's gonna give birth soon, so... I need more practice. Maybe she was in a bad mood. You know, the hormones. Who got you? Oh... I'm still an aspiring seducer. Just trying to get up seduced, then I'll move on with something else. No. Try someone else. Here we go again. You're going to seduce another pregnant woman because what the hell's the matter with you? I had my eye on a feisty soldier made with huge intellect for some time now. Though she skillfully dodges the attentions of every boy and grey-beard at court, ever blushing fiercely whenever I gaze into her eyes, seduced and wrapped around my finger, this sharp lass could be very useful. Bed her and make her mine. What a spy shall make. A maid servant to lover. Yep. The morning woke up with painful. It seems I contracted lover's pox. Curses! Well, this is what I get. She's concerned about my health and thinks I'm becoming too frail and thin. If I keep eating so little, she says I'll soon no longer be wield the sword. Pleasure a woman or even just go out riding. Shut up! That's none of your business. It's been quite some time since I regularly went out hunting or trained for combat. My body may no longer be used to spending more time with my beautiful wife gives me all the happiness I need in life. No, need a diet. Boy. Son of a beeswax. What am I doing? Let's try this other option. Huh. Sympathetic to my romantic cause that the one I was after is chance upon the three of us had a great time. Oh boy. There we go. Depressed fool. There. That's the last time I've seduced. So there you go. You got it. Seducer. That's what I wanted to work on all along, so now I can move on with something else in about the next year. Of course, old friend. My diet is paying off, so at least I don't have to be malnourished nor fat. Let me see you. Irâcâcekara. I'll seduce you next. But that big old age difference, she's 16. I'm 42. I don't give a damn. I'm Samrat Chakravartin. If I could be the ruler of the universe, I'd sulk in the world of women. Definitely the complete opposite of what grandfather was like. Let's see. You're old enough to be my father. Huh. Yipe, she's a giant. Let's say, just acknowledge her as mine. So that way, you know, they'll say, hey, half-sister, who's a Persian, and your son could be, I don't know, future commander one day, because usually, when there's a giant around, whenever that giant's around, then we usually give them a martial skill of sorts. Oh, try this option. God dang it, need a new plan, pal. Yeah, just one more seduction. Okay, who to break up with? Far too old. I'll break up with her. Hope you get killed! So I can have a good time with these women. Yeah, meanwhile, like, there's a chaotic battle going on in Delhi, then press one no to it. And we got it! And I have the lustful trait. I was about to say, yeah, I think it's about that time that stuff is finished. You got enough lovers, okay? That's enough. And I gotta figure out to do something with you. Unless their education precedes it. Look, he's a doctor of philosophy, even though learning isn't his forte. Maybe these two sons here could convince me otherwise for them to name him as heir. Oh yeah, I can't go tiger hunting because I'm a giant. I forgot. Well, what I can do is, let's just hold Diwali, and after Diwali we'll end the episode. You're going this education instead because she's left-handed. Sure. Oh, god dang. Who could hate you this much? Here, there's some unruly people around here. So we'll just celebrate the Jain version of Diwali. I will spend money on my lover instead. I'll buy her expensive jewelry. I'll make it known. It's like, it's the reason why it says, it's like, you see? This is why she married me matrimonially. And I'm this other guy where I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It just pretty much tells you who wears the pants in the family. So, welcome all. I will break up with her because she's in her 40s and she's weak. My lover's overjoyed of her gift. My wife is not happy though. So I gave it to her. Let us celebrate. I could do this again next year. So we'll stop in January. And of course... Oh god, she's got the lover's box for me. Oh, be careful who you're falling up to. How many lovers do they have? There's lover's box. And there's her. She's got it too. She has not. Neither is her. What about the Persian girl? She hasn't. But that was before the lower smokes, though. I think. I don't know. But I'll visit her. So you see, Samrat Chakravartin, you gotta stop seducing her because you need to stop spreading that, okay? You already got what you need to have the more sex appeal, but that's all you need to do. And what is going on over there? Kabulistan. Okay, tell you what. If you can somehow achieve that, I will name you heir. Because of the diplomacy education. I don't know about you. You may be wise, but I think you're better off being a spy master, unless I'll name you that already. Yeah, I'll make you my spy master. You'll do good for the realm. So, we'll close the episode with that note. Because on the future episode, our pact is still with them. But remember, once in a lifetime you can only invade, so I already did my part. So now, one of the heirs will conduct future invasions of Persia, because that's how it's going to work. No need to fight holy wars. Unless you want to do something absolutely risky, but much like how I took the risks in the art of seduction. You see, I don't need Kama Sutra. I got my own sutra of how to bed these women and whatnot. Because this is absolute rule. I do what I want, however I want, and the whatever I want. There's a third. Such a. Okay, there you go. Oh, now I remember. I'll do whatever I want. I do whenever I want, and how I want it. There you go. That's why they call me the Conqueror. The conqueror of both the lands and the women. So India is getting big. This demonstrates that we will go west. But how far west will future generations go as the series progresses? We'll find out more and all that in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.